The following LP is rated TVMA for strong language, sexual situations, and violence. And to be quite honest, if you don't like this kind of content, you see the warning, you already know it's already bad already. Bad news from the get-go. So if you don't like me fucking cussing, carrying on, and whatnot, well, I'm sorry. I'm no different than what you see on television right now, salty language. It's just what you got, okay? I can't help you with anything else. But I do wish you guys would subscribe. You know, hit the bell notification. Be notified when these LPs come up, because they're gonna be fun and they're being exciting, and it's just gonna be a fun way for you guys to get to know me and how I am when I'm playing games like this. So, you know, there's gonna be some game raging, some cursing, some cussing, calling people out their names and whatnot. But that's cool, because that's what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to have fun. That's what this channel's all about, and especially these LPs are all about. So, your discretion is advised. You've been warned. That's all I'm saying. You've been warned. See you guys later. Enjoy the show. Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here today on the channel, as we're back here for some more MyGM mode here, as we're on the Smackdown side of this pay-per-view. Here we are in today's episode. This is episode 6 part 2, as we will now check out some of the Smackdown matches here at WrestleMania Backlash. Now, before we start today's episode, I do want to, my heart is heavy right now with the actions that happened here recently in Texas, and all of us from ESGNet, our thoughts and prayers are with the family and the friends and anyone that's been affected by this heinous act of violence at a elementary school there. Our thoughts and prayers are with all of you, and hopefully at some point here, I'm hoping this will be a wake-up call for what's going on right now when it comes to these mass shootings. Enough's enough. There's just been too much going on here, and it's to cheaply say a classic, and it has nothing related to it, but as the light old heart says, enough is enough, and it's time for a change. And that's exactly what we need to have happen right now when it comes to not necessarily just gun policy, just something that that it's become an epidemic now in this country. So I just want to say that because it's been on my mind for the last couple. Actually, it's been on my mind since the last episode of this. There on the Raw portion of this WrestleMania Backlash pay-per-view, but just wanted to say that and get my thoughts out there for you guys. Hopefully, I know you guys are probably been watching the coverage of it, and it's something that it's scary, because my sister lives in that area. She actually lives she lives in Houston, but it just, when they said Texas, my first thought was, oh my God, okay, where in Texas is this at? Please don't let it be where she lives at, where she lives in Katy, Texas, and it's scary. It's a scary time right now with both my nephews, and one going to high school next year and the other one just now going into junior high. It's a very scary time. So my thoughts, like I said, our thoughts and prayers are with the family. And if you guys are need to talk to somebody, find someone you guys can talk to. If you're not okay, it's all right. You guys, you can, need to talk to someone. You need to talk to someone about this. But let's go ahead and just try to turn. I know it's kind of hard going from one thing to now trying to do something as lighthearted as trying to talk about and pretend we're in another world of sports entertainment. Here is Johnny Drip coming out here into this matchup between him and Timothy Thatcher, as this is a new rivalry here that's been kind of blossomed here as of late, as the two of them are going to go at it. Of course, Johnny Drip he should have won, or the match should have been continued going, but he ended up, well, he got, let's just honestly, he just got screwed out of a potential win when Timothy Thatcher didn't realize that John Morrison grabbed the bottom rope, and it should have been a rope break, and it should have been referee on his part did not do his job and paying attention where Johnny Drip was at. So this is obviously these two. This is, like I said, new rivalry, and of course John Morrison requested a match here tonight at WrestleMania Backlash. So we'll see these two in action here, and we'll see, of course, how things are going to turn out. Now, you guys seen the card there. For whatever reason, well, I know the actual reason is because I decided as the Raw GM that we told my buddy Jacob, who is the SmackDown GM, he's got, of course, his person he picked as the SmackDown GM is Shane McMahon, to not to book either of his champions. So tonight we will not see the newly SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka or the WWE Champion Cesaro, which kind of upset Jacob there. Of course, it made it funny for me because, you know, the storyline is Cesaro is kind of ducking and diving Solo there. And so those two will not be in action. Those two superstars will not be in action. Solo will not be in action since he is not going to be having a match here on the WrestleMania Backlash pay-per-view. I'm sure that at some point here he will get that chance to face Cesaro. But I did play a power card there where he could not have his champions there. I'm not gonna lie. I want, we decided that this was gonna be after this. Well, before this pay-per-view or even after this pay-per-view, we could start using our power cards at each other, and that's exactly what I did. So, so anybody that was waiting for that matchup between Solo and Cesaro, you're gonna have to wait probably another week or two before that happens. As the Raw representing Raw, I want to win. We're only 10,000 and some odd people short of getting the first place. Now we have the most money right now, but the most important thing is about ratings, and we need the ratings. And I want them. Damn it, I want to be the flagship show for this Raw GM mode. So we'll see. We'll see Shotzi. They'll go one-on-one. Shotzi and actually Nia Jax will go one-on-one here at the pay-per-view. And of course, if I'm looking at Jacob's notes here for me, he says that the winner of that match will, believe, will get a shot at the at Asuka in the near future. So we'll see how that's going to turn out. Those two kind of been going at it here as of late. And of course, Odyssey Jones going to be here live in front of Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak, obviously, he recently just requested, and Jacob found out about this when we were setting up these matches. That Drew Gulak is, he's from Philadelphia. We're in Philadelphia tonight here for this pay-per-view. So Gulak wants a match. And so we're gonna go ahead and get him that match. We're gonna try to see if we're gonna see Odyssey Jones and Gulak go at it for one more time here to finish off their rivalry between them two. And of course, Drew Gulak is very passionate that he is going to show up the rookie and destroy and show the hometown crowd what he can do. Of course, Odyssey Jones would love to avoid that from happening and pick up a big victory over the veteran here in his hometown. And then our main event here tonight for the SmackDown side of Backlash WrestleMania is going to be Escobar taking on Keith Lee in a little TLC match. And it will be the winner of that match will get a future Universal Championship match between, and it doesn't matter who it is, if it's going to be Cesaro or Solo somewhere down the line here, and we'll see who's going to be the next person in line. So, winner of that match, obviously, they get the briefcase that has a contract in it. Will be the next. Will get a chance to get a championship opportunity against the Universal Champion whenever he decides to show up to work. Timothy Thatcher right now has had pretty much control of this matchup here, and of course he's wearing a little bit of a crimson mask there, trying to break John Morrison's arm, or at least trying to get him to tap out. It's now get the cover here. There's 1, 2, and only a 2 count there for Timothy Thatcher. As Thatcher just kind of almost beside himself here, does not realize, realizing now that he's going to have to put a lot more work here. As John Morrison is not a person that's just going to lightly go away. That's a nice elbow drop on to John Morrison. Now more, nice move there. So Morrison's arms are just getting really worked on here. And Timothy Thatcher just taking apart those those joints, those limbs, as he's welling on John Morrison there. And there he goes again, just beating the hell out of this man. Thatcher really does not care for John Morrison whatsoever. And now, choke out here. Can he get it? Can he lay this choke? This could be it for John Morrison. John Morrison, he's got to find the ropes here, but of course we've seen that happen before, and the referee did not pay attention. Morrison looks like he is going to be, he's going to roll him over here, and Thatcher might have him. We'll see a 1, 2, and a kick out there by John Morrison, as Thatcher just could not get John Morrison to choke out, and not to mention, I think he maybe lost his gripping there on Morrison, as now he's going to go for Morrison's arm again. Morrison, what's he going to do here? Is he going to tap? He is going to tap, and that is going to be it, as John Morrison is going to lose another match here to Timothy Thatcher, as Thatcher picks up the win here tonight at WrestleMania Backlash. So big win there for Timothy Thatcher as we kick off this pay-per-view for the SmackDown portion of it. And what a matchup here between Timothy Thatcher. Already 2 wins now. Of course, that first win against those two, the first match against those two, that tag team match we've seen there on SmackDown. A little controversial, but that does complete their rivalry. As Solo there coming out for a promo here. It's good, not bad at all. A decent promo there, $7,000 there. And we'll see this next matchup here. Like I said, it's going to be between Nia Jax and Shotzi, as we'll get back to the ring side here. And Shotzi coming out here. Like I said, this match is up for chance to one of these two women be the next at least hopefully be the next person in the line for Asuka's championship. As of course, like I said, Asuka, the newest WWE Women's Champion, and of course, talking to the former champion, that being Shayna Baszler. Baszler not too happy about that whatsoever, as she really thought that reign was going to last for quite a while here on SmackDown. But of course, reigns are meant to happen to to fall at times, and Shayna's did. Of course, Shayna is contractually obligated for a rematch, so we may see her and Asuka go back at it here, as the kids say nowadays, run it back, and go for another opportunity, another match between the two of them. I don't know when that's going to happen, but we'll see if when she's gonna cash in that rematch. But of course, when she does, of course, she's gonna have to deal with one of these two women here. It's either Shotzi or Nia Jax, who is wanting the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, and of course be the face of Friday night. As like I said, Shotzi, we're kind of known her as a bubbly, lighthearted She can get in your face at times from time to time. But this attitude change she's had, especially towards Nia Jax. Of course, we all know Nia Jax, the ancestral force, of course, cousin of the Usos and of course, Roman Reigns. And, of course, Nia Jax, she's had her own reign as champion before. Not yet, at least in this GM mode here, but, of course, IRL, she's been a great champion. And, of course, Nia Jax would like to get back to that. As, she knows that she's not the most polished superstar in the ring, but she does put on some really great matches, and she wants to continue doing so, but she wants to be the women's Smackdown Women's champion. Of course, Shotzi kind of called her out here as of late, and the two of them have been not too nice, nice to each other, and definitely have been getting each other's face quite some time now, for the last couple of weeks. As now they get a chance to, I don't know if this is going to squash, this will be the end of this rivalry between the two of them, or if this is just the beginning. But Shotzi, like I said, this new attitude change ever since being here on SmackDown, as Nia Jax just throws her down. Shotzi has just not been too nice to Nia. And I, on the other hand, it's not a Nia Jax we're accustomed to. In your face, just that heelish, that stereotypical monster. Nia Jax is, she's come a long ways from being that person with a chip on her shoulder and trying to, give people a hard time, whatnot. She's actually just legitimately just being a good, kind decent person. Don't get her kindness as a sign of weakness or anything like that. She still can be troublesome for some people, but nonetheless, she's turned a new leaf here. She realizes, she to get on that level there, she needs to be. She might have to change the way she approaches matches and stuff like that. So she has been working harder in the ring and training extra. As we see now the first cover of the match here too, and Nia Jax would kick out of this one. Shotzi here pretty much been dominating this matchup right now. As Shotzi goes up, and misses that one there. She's going to hit her back of her tailbone there. And now Nia has control of this matchup here. Like I said, winner of this match gets a possible WWE SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity against, of course, right now, Asuka being that individual. And we'll see how things are going to be shaping up here. But yeah, Shotzi says she's playing on, tonight in this matchup. She wants to show the GM that she should be the next person in line for the championship. And both women, rightfully so, has an argument for. Of course, obviously, like I mentioned, Nia Jax, a former champion herself. And, she had a decent reign when she was champion. But hasn't been champion yet here in this GM mode. But as for Shotzi, we haven't seen her be champion at all, but she's definitely championship material. She definitely can go out there and put on a great match. And of course, the fans, I don't know if the fans really love her right now, with her kind of her really nasty, not so nice attitude that she's she's cut. We're accustomed to seeing Shotzi always with a smile on her face, coming down the ring in that tank, which, by the way, is freaking awesome. But there you see. Now Nia Jax here trying to powerbomb here. No, she's gonna, dominator or something here. She's gonna try to do something here. She's just squeezing the life out of Shotzi. Shotzi tumbles onto the ground or onto the mat there. And now a knee to the face there to Nia Jax from Shotzi. Shotzi here trying to get back in there. And a forearm shot there. And a knee to the face, and now Sasuke taking control here of this matchup here. Now, trying to break the elbow of Nia Jax. Shotzi now here throws her to the corner there, and now she's gonna bulldog her. And nice job. As we'll see a cover here now, 1, 2, and only a 2 count there as Nia Jax gets her shoulder up. And so there you see now Sasuke trying to figure out what she can do here. She's gonna go up top there. Nice little senton there. As we'll see another cover here. And only a 2 count that time. As Sasuke cannot she's flabbergasted here that she's probably wondering why that Nia Jax has not given in yet. And of course, like I said, Nia Jax, former champion, she knows what it takes to be champion, knows what she needs to do to be champion. And so far, she is showing that here to Sasuke as she's trying to get set up Sasuke for some move here. We'll see what it's going to be. Sasuke up there going up top, and no, she does not reverse it. Nia, well, modified move there. Not even a 1 count there. As I believe she lost her, she just somehow just could not stay there on Sasuke. Sasuke hurting. I'm sure those ribs are hurting here as Nia Jax goes up top there. And nice dragon screw there. Sasuke now having control of this matchup here, getting ready for something, as we'll see a corner there, a nice reversal move there from Nia, as that's going to be kicked there. Beautiful move there from Sasuke. And now Nia Jax is frustrated now here. She's got her hold again here, and they got too close to ropes, and ref saying a rope break. As surprisingly enough, he's able to see that rope break, but couldn't see the one against in that tag team match there on SmackDown, which cost John Morrison to lose the match. But he see a 1, 2, and only a 2 count there for Nia Jax. I mean, I understand these referees have a tough time, and it is what it is, but at the same time, it's like, come on, you see where they're at in position wise in the ring. I mean, I know your job is to count 1, 2, 3, but at the same time, you got to be aware of where the wrestlers at, and there could be a good chance that they have their foot on the rope, or have their foot on the under the rope, or grabbing for the rope, and the referee just did not do his job there. I'm sure that's going to be under review by, or at least I try to talk to general manager of SmackDown, Shane McMahon, and he didn't really say too much. As Sasuke's going to miss this one. Nice job there from Nia Jax rolling out from this. As now Nia Jax going up here, and he's going to go take the slam here. And now, again, 2 count there. Nia, you gotta realize where you're at in the ring there. As that's going to be a rope break here. Now Nia here returns a favor there. Knee to the kick to the gut there. Now a kick to the gut to Sasuke. Sasuke gets now going to be reversed there by Nia. Nia's trying to get him a small drop, but then a nice backhand or inverted DDT there from Sasuke to reverse that. Sasuke going up top, and now nice senton again. She rolls over to go pin Nia. 2, and picks up 3. That's the win. Sasuke, your winner, and she will now get a future SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity. When will she cash that in? I don't know when, but I'm sure soon. I'm sure it's gonna be sooner than later. She has a chance now to take on Asuka in a future titles match here. And I'm sure she's gonna try to use that as soon as possible. Sasuke is your winner. And there you see, of course, Nia Jax and Sasuke going at it there. And of course, I don't think that's going to be... We might not see the end of that rivalry there between those two women here anytime soon. There you see Shayna Baszler doing the advertisement there for us. And we'll see how well it goes. And... Come on now, anytime now. Of course, Shayna Baszler, of course, had that big rough up match there. There with Asuka, and of course that's left her a little injured there hopefully she'll be back here. I think she's taking some time off for the next week or two to get back. And I'm sure those two will, again, like I said, to go back and have a rematch there at some point here. But now let's get back to the action here today. As we get to Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak here in front of his hometown he requested, really actually kind of demanded it from Shane for him to have a match here in front of his hometown crowd, because he wanted to show and prove that the rookie Odyssey Jones has no right being in. That's what he's been saying. He's been preaching, of course, having his PowerPoint presentations, which I was lucky enough didn't have to see that this week here, as I ducked and dived out of the backstage area. He was back there talking to some other superstars there from Raw and SmackDown, and I showed some clips of some things he can do to Odyssey Jones. And obviously, one of those clips was choking out and having Odyssey Jones tap out, which that's happened here several times now. And Odyssey here, of course, talking to him before this matchup, he says he wants to end this mess with Drew Gulak, and he wants to move on and see what he can do as WWE. Try to go on that next level here to be WWE Universal Champion. Of course, the only way he can do that is defeat Drew Gulak in this matchup here tonight. As they're here in this matchup here, it's going to be a tables match, and this was all requested by Drew. He wanted to, I guess, humiliate Odyssey Jones tonight, as Drew believes that so far Drew has kind of proven somewhat his point, but I don't know I know why he's going after Odyssey Jones. You don't think Odyssey Jones is good enough to be here on SmackDown, but there was one time that I'm sure Drew Gulak was a rookie, and he obviously proved himself to be a person to be on this roster, and that's what Odyssey Jones has got to go through. He's going to have to go through those growing pains as a young superstar. He may not have, obviously he doesn't have all the talent or all the, he does definitely have the talent. I think by far more talent than Drew Gulak has in his damn pinky finger, but he doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have the ring time and the ring rust, or not ring rust, but the ring IQ like Odyssey Jones. Odyssey Jones is starting out to be a superstar here in the WWE, as the two of them going at it here. Of course, this is a tables match, and the winner has to put his opponent through the table. If he goes to the table, the match goes on, but you got to put your opponent through the table, and that's how you can win this matchup here. It's Odyssey Jones and Drew have not yet got a table yet here. I'm sure at some point here we'll see a table come in play, and obviously it would have to come in play because it is a tables match, like I mentioned. But yeah, Drew has been on this young man's case here ever since he's debuted here on SmackDown, and now Odyssey Jones bringing in a table. Odyssey, I guess, wants to finish this here quickly. It's a nice chin breaker there from Drew Gulak, a kick or a shot to the midsection there, and a toss there from Drew Gulak. Now Drew, I'm pretty impressed with the Drew, but I think what really snapped for Drew was the loss that Odyssey put on Drew. I think on the debut of Odyssey here on SmackDown, I think that upset him. And there's that move that Drew's been using on Odyssey. Now Drew can have Odyssey check out, tap out, which he is right there, all match long if he wants to, but that's not going to end the match. Drew's got to find a way here to get that big man out of the way. That 6'4", 6'3", 300 plus pound mammoth of a man through that table. There's of course tables all over the ring there, and There you see Odyssey here. Of course, I talked to, like I said, talked to Odyssey before the match there. He says, you know what? I don't care. He says, I want to embarrass Drew here in his hometown of Philadelphia. And if he wants to be in a tables match, he's all for it. So he's ready for it. He's gonna come out here and do his best and put an end to this just being a bully, really, towards Odyssey. And of course, Odyssey says that he's tired of even though he was bully someone in his life, but at the same time he's not gonna have Drew Gulak come in here and bully him or anybody else. And he's gonna come out here and stand up for himself. And if to do so, if he has to put Drew through a table to make that point, man, address that issue, and that being the solution to it, then so be it. So Drew Gulak now here, going up against the table here as Odyssey could put him through this table here. Let's see what Odyssey does. He lifts Drew up, and Drew reverses it. No, Drew's going to slingshot Odyssey, and Odyssey just bounces off that table. Doesn't go through it, so the match still continues here. As we'll see now, Drew reversal there. Takes Odyssey down. As Odyssey here now needs to get something going here, and Drew picks and lifts him up. Oh, my goodness. And Drew he's just found just really great ways here to do stuff to Odyssey. Here he is again, trying to choke out Odyssey, and that's not a submission match here, Drew. It's a tables match. As Odyssey, of course, he's been worked on quite a bit as of late when it comes to that move there. And there you see Drew now thinking to himself what he could, or at least I'm assuming he's thinking what he needs to do to Odyssey Jones here is he lets Odyssey back up on his feet here. And that's something Drew should not let that happen. It's a nice slap there from Odyssey as Odyssey's going to take him to the corner there and slam his head down. And then he's going to try to work on that arm on Drew Gulak. As both men are just been brutalizing each other for the last couple of weeks. And I think tonight's going to end that frustration between these two men. I don't know if we'll see any sign of respect from either one of them, but I'm sure that nice move there from Odyssey. As Odyssey here, he needs to just try to take Drew and just kind of do that, just toss him and just throw him over to those two tables there on the corners there on the far. They're out of frame right now. As Odyssey here turns around, lifts Drew up, a nice slam there as Drew is laying flat on that mat. Now Odyssey probably trying to get his gears going here, thinking about what he needs to do and how he's going to put Drew to these tables here. But I mean, honestly, it does not. I mean, you don't have to. We're not here for style points here. I mean, just pick him up and just kind of throw him against the table, and maybe kind of spear him through it or something. I don't know, but it's taking too much time here between these two men. Odyssey here now in trouble here. Slammed up against the table there. Drew now here has opportunity to finish this matchup here as Drew looks like he is saying some words to Odyssey, and slap there on the chest of Odyssey Jones. As Drew Gulak gets out of the ring here. Drew, he's underneath the ring here. What's he doing? He's bringing up another table. I guess they don't have enough tables in there, so he's going to bring in a third table. And nice slap there. A nice reversal there from Odyssey. A nice headbutt. And it's Odyssey Jones now says, okay, I'll take your table. And I'll move it over here instead. As Drew Gulak here in trouble, or now has control here. As he picks up Odyssey and slams him across the knee. Drew Gulak here. Maybe he's going to use the table. He does use the table there on Odyssey. As now he's going to set up a table set the table up in the ring. And for whatever reason, we got those cheap Acme tables. Of course, they you buy them in bulk, they're a hell of a lot cheaper. But Odyssey there, just a shot to the face there. And now Drew here going for another submission here, trying to embarrass Odyssey here by just getting him a tap, and he does. But again, that's not going to be how this match is going to end here. Drew's got to put him through a table if he wants to Odyssey Jones. If he wants, Odyssey to be out of this matchup here. But I think he's more about just trying to embarrass him and make him tap out. I mean, if Drew wanted him to tap out, he should have requested an I Quit match. But he said he wanted a tables match against Odyssey. And here I think this match might come back and just bite him in the butt here, as he's now just putting the rack on him. And there you again, Odyssey tapped out again. That's now the 4th time now. Odyssey Jones has now tapped out. Now Drew has him against the table here. Drew, what are you going to do here? He's going to, oh, no. Odyssey going to reverse it here. Odyssey knows he's in trouble. Now we'll see what he's going to do to Gulak here. So he finds Gulak, picks Gulak up. Can he throw Gulak through the table? No, he throws him off to the side there. And now Odyssey thinking of something he can do here with this table. As I don't think Odyssey Jones knows exactly where he's at. As he's going underneath the table here, or underneath the ring, and brings in another table. Oh my goodness, got 4 tables now here. 3 in the ring, 1 Odyssey has now. Oh, actually, Odyssey now brings in the 4th table. And I don't know what the deal is with all these damn tables. But you only need 1 table. Oh, and gets smacked there by Drew. So maybe Odyssey now is going to maybe do a powerbomb of some sort here to get rid of Drew here as he puts him against the table. Drew, oh, reversal there from Drew. Drew again just works on Odyssey, and there you see a nice hit getting Odyssey off his vertical base. And now Drew here has him up here. Drew picking him up, throwing him, oh, and hits his head. Has Odyssey hit his head off the edge of that table. And now Drew here has him against that table. Drew now has him dazed. No, Drew's going to pick him up. Joe, no, powerbomb through the table. Oh, it happens, and that is it. As Drew Gulak wins here in front of his hometown crowd of Philadelphia in this matchup. As Drew Gulak again gets another win. Embarrasses Odyssey Jones here. Oh my goodness. Come on, Drew. This is enough. As that rivalry now, well, it says it's coming to an end. So Drew Gulak picks up the win there in that tables match. We'll see now. Lacey Evans comes out, does a self promo here. Of course, we have not seen her. Well, we've seen her, I think, a couple weeks ago in action. Of course, she has been at least in this promo, kind of talking about her what she wants to do here on SmackDown, and kind of mentioned about Becky Lynch. I don't know why she said Becky Lynch's name, but when you do something like that, that's usually does not turn out too well for yourself or for your career. Just saying. So let's get into the matchup here. This is the main event. This is for a chance to face the future, whoever the Universal Champion is, if it's Cesaro or if it's Solo, which, we're still trying to have some type of match here between the two of them. But here is Escobar, Santo Escobar here tonight, and he and Keith Lee are going to have a ladder, or a TLC match, I should say. And of course, the winner of this match here, according to Jacob in my notes that are written here, he says the winner of this match will have a future, or at least we talked to Shane about this, will have a future WWE Universal Championship match at their convenience. So we'll see these two in action. Of course, these two have been battling out for quite some time, and of course, Santo Escobar, of course, believes that since he's been here on SmackDown, that he's going to have it be his way or no way. And of course, he believes, fat guys like, and this is his words, not mine. I don't know if that's the correct quote, but pretty much saying that Keith Lee, a guy his size, should not be in pro wrestling, shouldn't be able to do what he does in pro wrestling, and believes that Santo Escobar believes he is the next person in line, that he is the future of Friday Night Smackdown. And we'll see if that'll be the case here tonight, as Keith Lee, obviously Mr. Limitless himself, in action here tonight. Of course, talking to Keith, and he says he's just really tired. He's tired of Escobar. He's tired of Cesaro and Cesaro's actions here as of late, not showing up to pay-per-views, or not being the so-called fighting champion that Cesaro claims to be. And now with the opportunity like this, Keith says, hey, this is a great way to I can force, if I can win this match here tonight against Escobar, I can shut up Escobar, show him otherwise, and then of course force Cesaro to have a match at my convenience. Of course, also too, make a quick note here, that contract also says they can pick the stipulation of the matchup, that future title match there. So it's pretty much all for the challenger, and the challenger can make the get his advantage over the champion there. Usually it's the other way around. So, Keith Lee there, kick to the face there to Escobar. Now Keith trying to bring in the ladder here. I guess, like I said, Keith wants to get this here done quickly, as Escobar now going at it here and not looking too good to start off here. Oh, Escobar tried to go for a nut shot there. Oh my goodness. Of course, Escobar, like I mentioned there, he just does not care for Keith Lee or this type of the style, and doesn't believe that Keith Lee should, a guy his size should be able to do what Keith Lee does. If you guys ever seen Keith Lee, he's pretty much a heavyweight that runs around the ring and does stuff like a cruiserweight does, like with Escobar and so many other cruiserweights we've seen here in the years past. And of course, Keith Lee on that next level of greatness, or I should say that's why he's called the Limitless One. And Keith Lee, by far, definitely one of my favorite wrestlers right now in pro wrestling. Has been for the last couple of years, but even before he came to the WWE. But nonetheless, he's going to set the ladder here, and now the table's being brought in here as it trips up Keith Lee, and now Escobar here has a chance. Oh, nice insecurity there, as now Keith Lee here has Escobar there trying to choke Escobar out and try to work on him here, as Escobar here reverses and trips up Keith Lee. And like I said, these two have been going at it for the last couple of weeks. Escobar now reverses that, and now going to try to pick up Keith Lee. But Keith Lee's like, "What do you think you're doing?" And tosses him like a rag doll there. As Keith Lee now going up here. Keith Lee making the first attempt here to try to get to that ladder, or go up the ladder there to get to that briefcase. And like I said, winner of this match gets a future WWE Universal Championship matchup, and it doesn't matter who it is. At some point here, hopefully we'll have Solo get his opportunity. Take on Cesaro, but unfortunately this week I decided to play the power card so we can get that advantage over them. So we have not seen a title match at all here tonight at WrestleMania Backlash. Oh, Keith Lee. Beautiful move there. Slamming down Escobar right on that ladder. Escobar, he is definitely going to be hurting after this matchup here, and really throughout the rest of the night. As we'll take a look here and see. Escobar right now having a little trouble here, as Keith Lee's now taking control of this matchup here. And like I said, it's been a good, these two have been putting on some great matches as of late. And we'll obviously see this one probably coming to an end here. And we'll see who's going to, get the opportunity to end this one here with a victory. And of course, most importantly, of all things, person that's going to be able to get a chance to take on Cesaro. They're guaranteed actually that title shot down the road here. At least that's what I was told by Jacob, who is in charge of SmackDown, booking the SmackDown matches there. That was one of the things that he said. Tonight he was actually going to have a match. I believe it was going to be a Hell in a Cell match between Cesaro and Solo, but I played the power card move and decided you can't use your champions this week because I want to be able to get the opportunity to put a dent or something, really try to make a power move here. No pun intended there, but jeez, Centaur here bringing down Keith Lee as he's telling Keith Lee to get his ass up. And now Centaur, crossbody there. Nice job there from Centaur. Now Centaur gonna have to get Keith Lee out of the ring here, as he's gonna go up and go. He's gonna get the chair. He's gonna start using a willing on the chair. Keith Lee with the chair. He just misses there. And Keith Lee's like, hell, get the hell out of my face, boy. And he trips Keith Lee there, grabs Keith Lee's foot, and now we'll see what Escobar's going to do. He's going to try to use that ladder on Keith Lee, but nice reversal here on him, and Keith Lee, he got the clipped him on the bottom portion of that ladder, and now Escobar here has a chance now to climb up there and go get the briefcase here that has his future title shot here that he has been wanting here. Like I said, he believes he's the face of the WWE. He made his mark there in NXT, and now he's being called up to the main roster here. He wants another opportunity here to get something going. Keith's like, nope, this is not going to happen. Not on my watch. It's Keith Lee now fighting here to make sure that he don't get that briefcase there. Is now Keith Lee here going to toss him up, and suplex there back to the mat there, as both men are probably putting real gas. But there you see Centaur not moving an inch there. He is breathing, but not moving an inch, as he's just trying to catch his breath here and try to get back in this ring here. Honestly, Keith Lee, come on up, get up there, grab that briefcase, and get your shot here against Cesaro. As we'll see them go at it here, as Keith Lee now going up, and what the heck? Oh my goodness! And another shot there, kidney shots there from Centaur. As now Keith Lee here going and slams them down. As now Escobar here trying to pick up the pace here. Does another move here as he brings down Keith Lee. Nice move here. Now Escobar going to go up and try to finish off what he started. As Keith, you got to get up here, man. No, what's it? Oh my goodness, off the top of the ladder. He's putting that. He's just going up there and just put that little extra stank on that. Make sure Keith Lee does stay down. As now Escobar here can try to get that, unhook that briefcase there. Like I said, for that ladder match, for that future title match there. He does so, and Escobar picks up the win. He is now your new #1 contender for the Universal Championship. Oh my goodness, and Keith is just kind of just beside himself on that one there. Oh my God. So that rivalry ends between the two of them, but I'm sure those two are not going to be, that's not going to be the thing that's going to end this one. Especially, I know, from Keith Lee's point of view. But as you take a look here, we would say, oh, come on, how the hell did SmackDown beat me? They had a great main event, obviously. Mid-card was not that great. It was good, but we beat them by half a point. Then they got the first mid-card by a full point against us, and then their opener was better. I don't see how their opener was better. Of course, we did have a match, just kind of a put-together match there between Caballero and Strowman. So you're telling me on a poor finale, Carlito? Oh, come on. See, I think this game, I swear this game just is rigged. Maybe we should have put Jay Lethal and D'Angelo on there to start off the show. I tried. I really did. I really tried. But hey, we had a great mid card. We beat them. I was really surprised with that one. Sheamus and Finn Balor. We seen that one. That was a good match. Definitely deserves that 4.5 stars there. But just not. And we had a title match at that. It was maybe we should have had that other title match with Raquel Gonzalez there. I figure if we had at least one title match and SmackDown didn't have no titles at all, we would have that. But I guess that tables match and that TLC match really, the last two matches that really kind of just did it for them. Damn it. Well, congratulations there, Jacob, because you picked up the win and you won the first pay-per-view in this GM mode. Unfortunately, I need to go back to the drawing board here and figure out what the hell we need to do. As we take a look here and see 153,593 fans there for us, as our profit did go up, so we did make quite a bit of money there. And of course, here you see some of the show notes there. Damian Priest, definitely a person that we could use in a future tables match, and of course all the other smack talk there that's talking about amongst the fans there. Of course, you see Wishington had a pretty good Odyssey Jones. I guess he's looks like he could be a decent person for tables matches there. So we have to remind ourselves about that. There you see they had Jacob had 1,000 or 182,415 fans, and then of course his profits there. He made quite a bit. He actually spent quite a bit on the show, but for the most part here, we beat him I think in cash there. So yeah, we got the most cash, but there you see small margin there, just several thousands of fans there. We're still the number 2 show, and I'm hoping that will change here very soon, as neither one of them had neither the Universal Champion or the Smackdown Women's Champion were on the show, and they still had a better showing. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this episode of the SmackDown portion of Backlash, or WWE WrestleMania Backlash. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you guys, again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the family, the families that were affected there in Udara. Those 21 lives that was taken from them for no reason whatsoever. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family in that community, and we all wish them the best. They're on a long recovery. I don't think they'll ever recover from this, because something like this, you can't bounce back from. So again, like I said, our thoughts and prayers with the family, that community, and hopefully they can get all the questions they have about that tragedy. Hopefully they get them answered. But again, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for episodes. Stay tuned for the State of the GM. That video will be coming up here very soon, where I'll discuss our, some strategies both of us are using here, and I will get into all that stuff to show you guys some stats there from the wrestlers, win and loss records, and all that good stuff coming up here very soon here on the channel. So that video, like I said, should be up here pretty soon here, I think next Friday. So stay tuned for that. But as always, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any of the series on the channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. And don't forget that we do live stream on Twitch Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 10 p.m. till midnight Central, and also on Friday afternoons at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central. Again, guys, thank you guys so much for having us here, and hopefully you have a great weekend. And I will see you all next time.